Good morning class 7A and 7B. I am Miss Eshu. This is video number 7 part 2. Our topic material properties is the topic number 6. In this, the last subtopic is everyday materials and their properties. The references are in the course book page 86 and 87. In the topic itself, you can understand that we are talking about everyday materials and their properties. For example, from the morning we have wake up, from that time until we go to the bed, in between this time we are using many materials for our lifetime. Okay, so everything we are using are made up of some materials and we are using them as according to their properties. So there are many different materials in our life, and also different materials have different properties, and we are using each material and each and every material by depending on its properties. So here you can see the plastic. This is the first material we are choosing. It is a plastic material. It comes in many different types with different properties. Here you can see more types of things you can see here made with plastic. And here some plastics are flexible, lightweight and easily shaped. Here you can see by looking in the picture the plastic material that can be easily shaped into different types, different shapes you can see here. Okay, and also for the property we can see this is the lightweight property. It is having light weight and easily shaped. And for example, if we see it is also having the properties are having low thermal conductivity and it is having the specific gravity of about 1.40. Okay. And also the plastic material is having a great property called having low electrical conductivity, and also they can absorb shocks. Okay, so that means the properties of the plastic material, we can say it is light in weight and also having low electrical conductivity, low thermal conductivity, and also they can absorb shocks. Okay, so by this material we are using many things in our daily life. So, to see how this material is used to make waterproof doors, pipes, bags, and making furniture, and also to make optical lenses, frames for electrical and thermal conductivity. Okay, so these are the uses. Now open the notebook and copy down the properties and the uses of the plastic here. And don't think these are only the uses of the plastic. We have many uses by the plastic material. That are, plastic may be used for drinking cups, bowls for washing in, bottles, and the jars for the food materials that we are storing in, and also for the drinks, etc. Window frames. Okay, many uses we have. Okay, so do you finish writing in the notebook? Just pause the video and finish it off. Okay. Okay, let us continue. So the material plastic can be transparent. Okay, so it can be molded into many shapes that I told you in the before also. It can be shaped into many shapes, many different shapes, because it can be easily shaped because it is a flexible and also a light in weight. Okay, and also plastic can be used for containers for food and drinks. It does not react with the food. That is why we are using the plastic for the storing food materials and drinks. Okay, and not only that, this can be recycled. Plastic is light in weight and can be colored brightly, some plastic can be recycled. Here you can see, after we finish the things using, we will throw it off. But this plastic cannot be cannot be burned easily, cannot be broken down. Okay, so that means it is making a more big problems in the pollution. So to avoid some problems like pollution, we can recycle the plastic. These are the recycled processes. That means you can make for the household items like this. You can decorate your room by recycling the plastic things. But the plastic takes a very long time to break down, and this causes problems with disposal and litter. Okay, so these are the problems we are getting by using the plastic material. This is helping us in our life because by storing the food, packaging and everything in our household items, in more things we are using, but this is not able to break down easily. That's why we are having more pollution by the plastic now. So plastic may be affected by heat and may change shape. Okay, by heating it can be change the shape. The next material is fibers. So we are using clothes to protect our body from the warm and cold conditions. So those are made up of fibers. Fibers can be natural or synthetic. Okay, these are made from living materials such as silk or cotton. So that means fibers are tiny threads, so they can be strong and bendy. Okay, so as we know, each and every material that we are using, it depends on its properties. So same like that, the fibers are having the properties of flexibility, tenacity and cohesiveness and also uniformity. Okay, so by these properties we are making different types of clothes that we are using in our daily life by using these fibers. Okay, so here you have the definition. Fiber properties are essential thing to know for various end uses, and the products made from it qualify on the basis of certain parameters. Okay, so these are the properties the fibers are having. The various properties are high fiber length to width ratio, tenacity, that is nothing but the adequate strength it's having. Okay, so if it is not having the adequate strength, the clothes which we are using, it will be damaged quickly. But the fibers are having the tenacity property. They are very strong in their property. Okay, and the flexibility or pliability. Flexibility, without flexibility we cannot wear the dress. Okay, and having cohesiveness or spinning pliability, and also having the uniformity. Okay, take down these points in the notebook. Now let's move on to the next material, that are ceramics. This all you know. In our daily life we are using this material also. Okay, these are called ceramics. Ceramics can having a capability of holding a high temperatures. They are hard, brittle and very strong. Okay, for example, these materials are, if they are not strong, they will be broken easily. Okay, so that will be useless. But the ceramics are very strong and brittle. So ceramics are used for floor tiles. Here you can see these are the floor tiles and sinks, and also the tiles on the outside of the space, shuttle, and also for the household items like a kitchenware and decorative things also. Okay, So by this we can understand that all the materials are playing a vital role in our daily life. If we see the important ceramic applications, those are silicon nitride parts used in ceramic ball bearings. Okay, these are the ball bearings you can see in this picture. Their higher hardness means that they are much less susceptible to wear. Okay, and also boron carbide and silicon carbide are used in fixed amounts to manufacture cockpit of planes. And then in the the ceramic material also used in artificial bone and teeth. You can see, for example, if we have the tooth damaged, in the hospital they will be fixing the artificial tooth, and also for the bones, those are made up of ceramic material, that is silicone. They will be filling the tooth. If we have the cavities in the tooth, we will go to the hospital. That time the doctor will be filling with the silicone, that is with ceramic material. Okay, and the high temperature reusable surface insulation in space shuttles, and also most widely used in pottery. Okay, and ceramic coatings are applied to engines. Like this, we are getting the ceramic material as a useful thing in our life. So the next one is glass. We all know the glass is a material, it will be break easily, so that is why we need to be very careful for the glass material. And if we compare to the plastic, glass is better than the plastic, because plastic cannot be break down easily, and it is causing more problems with the disposal and litter. Okay, but for the glass it will be not like that. If we see the properties of a glass, the glass is a transparent or translucent. It is hard and very brittle. It can be colored. Okay, so the glass can be colored like that, and if it is broken down, we can use it as a recycle process. In the recycle process, you can see here the roof surfaces and the floor surfaces, it can be recycled by the tiles like that, and also the decorative materials that we are using in our rooms. And glass is waterproof. It does not react with the food or drink inside the jar or bottles. Okay, we are using more food materials, storing the more food materials and the drinks in the glass material, that means glass bottles, glass jars. Why we are using that one? Because it is unreactive with the food material that we have stored in. So glass is cheap to make and can be made in many shapes. Also it can be recycled, as I told you. But the glass is also having some disadvantages. According to the usage, we are saying we can use the glass bottles for the safe using, but this is also having a disadvantage because of having very heavy in weight, and also it can be break easily. Okay, so this is an disadvantage of the glass. And some glass is treated so that it can be heated without breaking. For the automobiles we are using, we can see the glass of the vehicles, it can't be broken easily because it will be giving safety for the human beings. Okay, so this is known as laminated glass. So here you have the main properties of the glass. Write down this one. After this you can have the differences between the glass and ceramic. After this you copy down all these slides into the notebook. Okay, here comparison between glass and plastic. So that's all for today. Thank you.